This is 1 in a million game winners in basketball. And coming up first is the time this Wizards player celebrates too early and throws the ball up in the air because he thinks the game is over.
Deflection by Ruffin. And the play continues. Peterson got it! I don't believe it! I don't believe it!
I have never seen a turn of events like this before, and I don't think this will ever happen again.
I don't believe what I just saw! Onions, baby onions!
And this might just be the coldest game winner in basketball history when Kemba Walker knocked down the buzzer beater, but he didn't just knock down a buzzer beater, he snapped his opponent's ankles as well.
Game with 4, Kemba Walker, step back, Walker, cardiac, Kemba does it again!
I do not know how you recover from this. That is just the most disrespectful thing I've ever seen in my life. But if you're having a bad day, I think you should just take a moment to realize that someone out there's probably having a worse day, like this guy who accidentally won the game for the wrong team.
3-point shot, it's no good, but he got tipped in by Jake Kurtz, and the ball game is all over.
He really went for the rebound for no reason and accidentally tipped the ball in. That might just be the most embarrassing thing that can happen on a basketball court. That game winner required a lot of luck, but this game winner here didn't require any luck because it was 100% skill.
Irving for the win!
Kyrie Irving is the only player in the NBA that would be able to pull off a floater with his left hand from the free throw line at the buzzer. It was all tied up in this high school game, but then the impossible happens when they force a turnover. This kid definitely gained about 85 Instagram followers overnight. Turning the ball over in the dying seconds of a game seems to be a common occurrence in high school. Not only did he get the steal, he yeeted up a full court prayer with one hand. And of course it would be impossible to make this video without a Kobe Bryant mention because he hit this ridiculous one-legged shot for the win.
Has to put it up with the buzzer. Banks it in! Oh! He banks in the 3!
For me, this is one of the most iconic game winners in NBA history.
But when you get beat on that, you just go to the locker room and say, I couldn't have done anything about it.
And this young middle schooler might just have the world's craziest buzzer beater ever. That truly is a 1 in a million shot, because when have you ever seen a full court shot go in like that, hitting the front of the rim, going above the backboard and still dropping? And no matter how many times I watch this play, I still have no idea how Harris got off this shot for the win.
To Harris. Harris thought he was fouled. Harris scores! It appeared he got it off on time.
The ball just kind of landed back in his hands and he just yeeted it up at the buzzer. And this next play here was in a championship game, which makes it even funnier. Bogdanovic knocked down a clutch 3 and they started celebrating like they won the championship. But then the other team throws up this prayer for the win. And then everyone is absolutely shocked as the other team steals the championship. And the Wizards might just have the most unexpected comeback ever when they knock down 2 threes in the dying seconds to steal the game.
Point game, Matthews with a steal. Here's Westbrook for 3. He hits it. Wizards up by 1.
Every single Brooklyn fan would have thought this game was all over, but then Westbrook broke all of their hearts. Imagine being up by 2 points and you're playing absolutely perfect defense, and then the opposition hits a diabolical shot like this.
He gets it to Fernandez, he gets the shot away. Oh my goodness! Now does that shot count?
Rudy Fernandez was forced to just chuck up this one-handed shot and he somehow got it to drop. And maybe just the best feeling a basketball player can experience is knocking down a buzzer beater to win the championship.
Jenkins for the championship.
Knocking down a buzzer beater to win a championship is by far the most rare thing that can happen in basketball. Actually, I might have spoke too soon because this kid chucked up a two-handed full court shot. This young fella needs to change to bodybuilding because how do you even acquire that type of strength? And up next we have another case of celebrating too early when PJ Washington thought he won the game.
Strus from midcourt. Oh! Do you believe this?
But then Max Strus said, "Hold my beer." Watching half-court shots for the win never gets old. And coming up next is one of the most shocking NBA moments I've ever seen, and it's when Steph Curry pulled up from the logo for the win.
They do have a timeout. Decide not to use it. Curry, way downtown. Bang! Bang! Oh, what a shot from Curry!
Steph Curry is an absolute psycho for shooting that shot, and this is the game that he became the best shooter of all time. And coming up next is another insane sequence from high school when they force a turnover on the inbound pass. This guy will be chasing that high for the rest of his life. But this might just be the craziest high school buzzer beater of all time.
Tosses it, it's knocked around, and Mount Vernon's gonna hold on and win. Well, hold on 1 second, oh goodness! Are they gonna count that? No, it doesn't count! They're wiping it off!
This game winner is so wild that both teams started celebrating and nobody had a clue who won the game.
The monitor's around and let them watch, it's very, very close.
But then the refs counted the bucket. This might just be the worst case of celebrating too early I've ever seen. And this is one of the most iconic NBA sequences of all time when there was back-to-back outrageous shots.
Timeout. Tyreek at the hole.
OJ Mayo really hit that fuckery, but then Tyreek Evans had to one-up him. And SGA was physically sick after Graham knocked down the longest buzzer beater in NBA history.
He was trying. Oh, Graham! Count the bucket for the win!
SGA could not believe that his 37 free throws went to waste. And to finish us off is the luckiest buzzer beater in NBA history when the ball bounced off the ring like it was in a Disney movie.
Is this the dagger?
This is arguably the craziest moment in NBA history because I know for a fact that we'll never see anything like this ever again.